Maybe we should stop eating.
Why?
Because we're recording.
Oh, no.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
Picture it, pink pants and a floral shirt.
Shall we begin?
Clear your throat. Hold on. I probably should have got some water.
You probably. Well, we got a whole bottle of Fiji here.
That's mine.
Okay. Whenever you're ready.
Reese, we'll discuss this off air.
What? I know. You done fucked up. Fucked up the church's money. What? Now they're going to take me off the Treasury Department. Yeah, so it's just a conversation.
And we're going to dive into that a little bit later. Reese, can you bring us in?
Yes. Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
What up, guys? Your boy Ramont.
And I'm Reese. Welcome back to a little R&R podcast. We're coming to you.
Where we ever? Because I gave up the location last time.
You kind of did. But we're at an undisclosed location in the DMV area.
And we secure here as well. Secluded and
secure. The doors are locked.
And the record button is on.
We're here. So it is November. We're in November.
Well, I mean, we were in October when we recorded, but we dropped in November.
Right.
Last episode.
But I'm saying we're in it. Like, this is the middle. We're like
in
this piece. And the election is over.
Yes! Shout out.
Look, I'm going to let Ramon get this out.
Here I go. Shout out to President-elect Joe Biden, Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. Big shout out to all of my black people. Come on, Snaps.
I didn't want to clap.
Please understand that our voices, our vote matters. We are the driving force behind this democracy. Detroit, Philly, Atlanta. Bitch, when this pandemic over, I'm going to all three. I'm paying my respects to all three.
What are you going to do?
Because they can't. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go take a picture at whatever monument I can, bitch. The ATL sign.
You know what? We should go into a secluded location and each location and record.
Boom. There we go.
That's what. World tour. Look out for us. A little R&R on the road.
Look out for us. But shout out to us for pushing through for those votes, turning those red states blue, getting everything done. Granted, the jackass is up there trying to fight this out because he is so loose. I've never seen a motherfucker that didn't want to leave their job. Listen. Like this was contractual. Like.
You knew when it was over.
You knew.
But you were like, no, I don't
thank you for your services. Like,
do you think that he really wants to stay, or is it just...
No, the pride in him wants him to stay. The pride in him wants him to stay. So it's just like, if he loses, just like, he already sensitive. Right. So it's like, he can't lose.
It's an L that he does not want to take.
He didn't want to take. He didn't expect to take it. And, bitch, get out. Just go. Get out. Get out. Get out. Into the Trump supporters, the Kerns, and them of the world that's looking for the empathy, that want to cry their white tears all of a sudden. Miss us with all that bullshit. We're not for it, bitch. We're going to be just as proud as your ass was. When you walked around with your MAGA hats on, Black Lives Matter, bitch. Like, all of that. Not giving zero fucks, fuck you. And it's like, they can't even wear that MAGA shit no more. Like, it means nothing. It means nothing.
Y'all remind me.
Because I am happy. You hear me? Happy. You can't take my joy. Let me tell you.
Oh my goodness.
And they're just like so sad and just like, give us empathy, give us the great. Fuck you, bitch. Like, and I know my mom listens, but mom, that's how I feel right now. You probably feel the same way too. But just like, nah, sis, you're not getting no empathy and sympathy from me. All that blue lives matter, all lives matter shit. And then they want to feel oppressed during the whole pandemic.
Not oppressed, oppressed.
Oppressed, girl. You're discriminating against me because I don't want to put a mask on. Girl, shut the fuck up. Like, your time is done. Pick up your check and pump. Like, it is over. Okay, guys, I am done. The election is over. We won. We is here, bitch. Let's go.
Okay, wait. This secluded location today is a little warm. It just got warm. Like, I was good.
I told you it was hot in here.
No, it just got hot because you was going off. I'm like, God damn.
It's been hot in here. Like Nelly. So take off all your clothes.
Okay, so, other than that, what's been going on with you? Nothing, anything new, nothing exciting?
No, not at anything.
Me,
what's today? Today's the 14th, right?
It is.
15th.
Today is the
14th? Oh, yeah. Yes, it was Friday the 13th.
It was. Anything go down Friday the 13th?
Not for me.
Are you, what's the word? I can never think of the word when I need it.
What?
Do you believe in that? Like, what's the word?
Do you believe in love after
No. Superstitious.
Yes and no, you know, step on a crack, breaking my back. I mean, she's still fine, so I know I stepped on a few cracks.
But did you, like, have you ever stepped on a crack intentionally when you were younger?
No, I used to skip over them. Well, it made for good fun when walking down the street. So.
Right. Okay. I'm not.
I mean, but I won't go into a bathroom and say Candyman in the mirror 5 times.
You won't?
Hell no. Girl.
What's gonna happen?
Candyman show up.
I never watched that movie.
You need to watch it, then you can understand why.
I heard about it when I was younger.
Why years later we're still traumatized.
I'd just be like, is he bringing something or not? Okay, well, let's jump right on in.
We might as well. We here.
Okay, so today we were talking about
as y'all heard a little bit in the beginning.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's cute. So yeah, and then if you heard, you know what's up. So we're here. We're talking about fuckboys. Like, what is it? Where did it come from? Are you one? Well, not are you. Well, yeah, you can.
Yeah, are you? We have a few questions. Y'all can question yourselves and find out if you identify.
And if you own it, I would be interested to hear someone that owns it. Like, that says, yeah, I am, and this is why.
But you can't be a fuckboy and you own it.
How come?
You don't own it because you don't recognize those actions within yourself, and they find excuses for the things in which they do. So therefore, it won't be owned. It's just a label in which someone else puts on you.
Oh, so but you can't be a self-proclaimed.
No one will self-proclaim a fuckboy because it's.
I don't agree.
Because it's something bad. You know what I mean?
It's got a bad connotation.
It's like if I call you a racist, you say, well, I'm not a racist. You know what I mean?
I have a white friend. I work with white people.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So it kind of works like that. I mean, granted, that was extreme, but that's the connection there.
No, I mean, but some people, I think that there are some people that pride themselves in being fuckboys. They may not call it a fuckboy, though.
Exactly. They call it what? A single man.
Doing what he wants.
He killed it with that definition.
So, I mean, now that we're bringing him in...
What a great introduction.
Segue. We have joining us a buddy of ours, Jay. And, so the way that the conversation came about the whole fuckboy was we were out at an event, and me and Jay had bumped into each other. We were just talking, and to be perfect, I don't know how fuckboy came up, but I recall, because I learned in counseling, you gotta own your stuff. I recall that Jay said something to the effect of, I think I might be, or I think I am, or something about being a fuckboy. And I was like, oh, this would be a good conversation. So I turned around to Ramont and I was like, we gotta get him on.
Reese was so excited.
I was, because I felt like, ooh, somebody that owns it, right? So let's do this. And then after the liquor wore off and a couple weeks later, that's not the case.
Deny.
I didn't do it. I didn't say it. So, Jane, however you would like to introduce yourself, we want you to go ahead and introduce yourself.
I want to go back to that conversation.
We want you to introduce yourself.
Introduce myself?
Yeah. Give us a little bit of background and then defend yourself.
Okay, well, hi, I am Jay, and I was talking to Reese at an event.
He gonna do what he want to do.
And the thing is, though, we were talking about my bad communication, which I admit to. I have poor communication when it comes to texting or calling and stuff like that. Because, I mean, this is just how my mind works. There's a lot going on. I don't need any interruptions. Anyhow, somehow we correlated that to been a fuckboy.
We?
Well, I don't know how, because
I don't really.
I was
not drunk, but I had been drinking. I don't know how we got to that. Maybe it was the fact that you have bad communication skills, and we were talking about that, and I
bad communication is a
fuckboyism.
Yeah,
fuckboyism.
Okay,
and I guess it came back to that whole meme or the text message or whatever I was telling you about.
Mm-hmm. The one that you sent, that you're a fuckboy if.
Yeah, I can't even find it right now.
Oh, I can.
While you look that up, can I read the definition?
Absolutely.
Whose definition?
Let me read it. Okay. I don't want you to even talk about my handwriting today. Because Ramont is very digital and I am very
old school.
So the Webster's dictionary definition.
I don't know why.
Webster's definition of a fuckboy is a weak or contemptible, which is despicable, man. Or a man who has many casual sexual partners.
Oh, whoa.
Right.
Whoa, Webster.
Webster went there.
Webster went there. No. We're not holding Webster to his word.
This is just Webster.
We won't call it Webster people because Webster, we don't know what the hell Webster when they wrote that.
That's a whole, in my opinion. It's a whole different definition.
Webster didn't give you a whole paper to write.
Right. And then I went to the Urban Dictionary. And the Urban Dictionary said that fuckboys do whatever they want, whenever they want, and don't care who they screw over.
I like Urban. I can break down Urban more than I can break down Webster.
Well, I think that Webster is very judgy, like a despicable man. Like I don't. Or a man that has many casual sexual partners. To me, that's a whore.
Yeah.
Man or woman, it's a whore.
Yeah.
So,
Urban Dictionary. Let's not do that.
What?
Let's not judge people because they have many casual sexual partners. If I want to have casual sex,
I don't think that's a bad thing. A whore is a whore is a whore. In my opinion, I own it. I mean, if you're a whore, I don't think that that's a bad thing. To me, it's all about owning it because we have that. I won't say he's a friend of ours, but that guy that I can't think of what we used to call.
It's okay. It's just,
yeah. He owned it. He was like, "Yes, I sleep with any and every and every." I was like, "Oh, okay,
respect.
So you're a whole whore," and he was like, "Yeah,
respect." Okay, cool.
If you own it, I listen. And I don't think it's negative. Like, go ahead.
We're not going to sex shame. We don't sex shame on our show.
Yeah. Is he a whore or just someone who loves sex?
To me, someone that has sex with multiple people, like it's that having sex with multiple people that it's like, what is it? Like one night stands and things like that. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of that is
a lot of hookups
to me.
Or it could just be adventurous.
To me. Well, I like new sex. Like, right? We talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about that.
I like new. So I enjoy the newness of someone, like having sex with someone new. But I don't do it off, like, yeah. I'm not choice. Like, oh yeah, Bob, Sean, Joe. No, I don't do all that. Yeah, by choice. So to me, I don't want to be a whore.
But someone may still call you a whore.
They could.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's their
so
definition.
I think he said not to call the other people whores just because they do more than
can do whatever he wants to do. What I want to do is go on record and say, and I don't think it's a bad thing. If you're to me, my definition of a whore is someone that sleeps around with a lot of people, and it's like nothing consistent. There's no consistency with any one or the other. Mm-hmm. That's whorish to me. Maybe they're not a whore; they have whorish activities. Okay, but we're not talking about whores anyway. We're talking about fuckboys.
We are.
But that proves my point that you can have many definitions.
You didn't make a point yet.
I didn't make a point yet, but that is my point. You can have many definitions to a word, and
absolutely,
yeah. And so, how we define fuckboy can mean something totally different to someone else.
Yeah,
yeah.
That is the whole point of having the conversation.
Okay,
absolutely, absolutely. Like I feel
what?
Yeah.
Like we told him that.
Okay, all right, just check it. I'm still.
He keeps.
Are you stuck on the you part of it?
I'm stuck on that part. I can't get
out of it. It's not about.
But that's not. When I came
it's
in the
really
house,
not about you.
Well, when you came into the undisclosed location,
right,
that we secured once you came in,
okay, and locked the door.
It was locked before I got here. Actually.
Because
locked the door, took your phone, wiped out all your passwords, put it on the block.
You said the door
no, but like I told you. Again, the premise of the conversation initially was because I thought that you had said, yeah, I'm a fuckboy. So that, and I was like, that's dope. Someone that owns it, bring it. Like, we can have the conversation, da-da-da-da. But if that's not the case, that's cool. We can still have the conversation.
Right, yeah, we're still going to have this conversation. We're not directing anything towards you. Like, we're going to read definitions.
We're going to attack your opinion. No, I'm just joking.
No, I will. Just so we're clear. But we read definitions, we dissect, and we're going to pull up examples and read these particular questions that we've gathered here today. And
come on, gathered here today.
And we're just gonna all go back and forth. And I'm sure it's gonna be times you're gonna disagree with me. I'm gonna disagree with Reese as always. Reese is gonna disagree with me as well. And we're both gonna disagree with you. Just so you're clear.
Just so you know.
Is anybody gonna agree with me at all times?
Yourself.
Sometimes.
Like, there may be a moment.
Yourself.
But it probably, look, if we do agree, we probably won't say it out loud. I'll probably be like,
oh my God.
We won't say it on our platform. God, no. We have an image to protect.
What would be the point? So I think that we can all agree that we...
Do you think that you're a fuckboy or have fuckboy tendencies, Reese?
Do I think
yes.
I have fuckboy tendencies?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Jay. Jay.
About Reese?
No.
Oh.
No. Now I'm making it about you.
Right. Like, you were ready.
Don't attack my co-host.
Right.
So, do you, Jay, think that you are a fuckboy or have fuckboy tendencies? Or have had fuckboy tendencies?
I have fuckboy tendencies.
You have them currently?
Yes, based off of the poor communication, based off of maybe how people feel after experiencing. Oh my God!
After experiencing Jay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God.
He giving you an experience,
right? A whole experience.
I can't top that,
baby. If it's an experience, it's not a fuckboy. That's like a job. That's like a whole job.
But you got you got to buy tickets for that.
OnlyFans. What's the other one where you can order somebody?
Like a mail order bride?
Yeah, not a bride, because he ain't getting married because he has tendencies.
Okay.
The place that they go, I don't know.
The place? The brothel?
No, I'm saying there's a site where you can
like guys for rent or something?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's several different sites.
I'm just saying an experience to me is...
like a boyfriend experience type of
like
site.
I feel like that's where I would go out on a site and be like, okay, I want... X, Y, and Z. And
okay, because I'm going home I'm going to this wedding and I need to bring a date. So you got
and I want a happy ending at the end.
Oh.
No, happy ending is not guaranteed. No, I'm not a rent.
So you're not really giving an experience.
Oh wait, so
I'm asking.
Well, okay, experience could be anything. So it could be.
Now he's talking about his dates.
I know we're not talking about that. Let's talk about footboys.
Okay, yeah, come on.
No, but we're talking about you.
He doesn't want to make it about him.
Well, we're talking about you when you say that you have fuckboy tendencies based on the fact that you have poor communication and the experience that you give said individual. So when you say experience, to me, I thought sexual. Are we not speaking about sex?
I think he's encompassing everything together.
Okay, so like the whining and dining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dates and things.
It's only because I'm hungry. What?
Reese.
What?
We used to be dinner dates. We not date literally, but like we used to go.
I know what you
we used to go eat.
Yeah.
So some people.
And then he got a man and was like, I can't hang out with you no more. I was like, okay.
Now I can't feed you no more.
Now I can't feed you. Right.
No, only because hey, we went out to Applebee's last week. I know. We went out to Applebee's last week.
Reese said, "You ain't even know Applebee's."
Not me. That ain't no damn experience.
Okay, so wait, this week we're not going like you on some fuckboy shit because you used me. I'm like, I didn't use you. I just went out to eat.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Hold on. Wait.
Yeah, I know.
Wait. There was a lot missing there.
It was.
There was a lot missing there.
Yeah.
Like,
Go ahead.
No, it was just a lot missing that he's gonna have to explain. But we'll talk about it later. Okay. Let's do some of these questions.
No, you never answered the question.
Oh, y'all asked me a question
because you asked the question and then it came.
Have I ever had fuckboy tendencies? Or am I a fuckboy? Currently, am I one? No. Have I ever had the tendencies? Yes. Can I recognize one? Absolutely. Do I know the tricks of the trade and what is done and what they do and what they can either say, the way they move, the way they look, touch, or feel? Yeah. I can call it out. I can point it out.
Okay. So when you
I got two things.
When you were active in fuckboyisms, that's gonna be the word of the night.
It is gonna be the word.
If you hear fuckboyisms, take a drink. So when you were in the midst of your fuckboyisms, mm-hmm. you recognized that that's where you were. You knew that.
Absolutely.
Okay. So you were okay. I can respect that.
There's two things. It's actually a few. It's like fuckboyism, light skin privilege, mm-hmm. and body privilege.
Yeah. I can see it.
And now I gotta shut up before they kill me.
Well, no, it's the truth though. I think that people don't
they don't recognize.
They don't appreciate. I think that they recognize it, but for you to say it is almost like, how dare you? You know what I mean?
They're gonna kill me,
right? Like oh my god, how dare he say that? But I mean,
I'm gonna wake up ugly tomorrow.
You're gonna have a pimple.
I'm gonna have pimples right all over
on your neck.
My stomach is gonna come out,
and then you're gonna get darker in the midst of winter.
Dark skinned people come making it.
We making it come. Well, we
right. Just friend, be quiet.
Okay,
where they're at, no Fred. But I personally, I've known, during that single phase or whatever the case may be, if someone of fuckboy or feel it or gets that in their head notion of basically, I'm cute, I can do whatever I want because of how I look, I can flirt with whoever I want. It's interesting. When they try to do it to you and you recognize it. Mm-hmm. So it's just so that doesn't work for me. You know what I mean? It's just right. You can't bullshit a bullshitter. Yeah, so it's just I know what you're doing. Yeah, I can do the same thing. So right. What else you got? Try that with someone else here. It doesn't work for me.
I agree with that. I think that for me, just having never been in that mindset myself, but having dealt with
oh, it's so smooth. I love it. It's so smooth.
They're just I feel like for me, it's not even, I don't think it's ever any one thing. It's a game.
It is.
But for me, that I need so much more that I don't think I can be fucked over by a fuckboy. You know what I'm saying? Because I require more than what most are willing to give.
It depends on what level of a fuckboy that you're meeting. Some are willing to give you that whole experience until they're just bored with you.
Right.
So they can keep up with you and then just one day they're like, yeah.
But so then this is the question. Fuckboy mentality, what is the end goal? Is it just to...
There isn't no end goal.
There is no end goal?
I'm just having fun.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, well then that's different. Because to me, I think that there's always an end goal. You're trying to obtain something from it.
And honestly, at a certain point, they may feel as if, okay, I like dude, but due to something else that's holding them back from a full commitment itself.
Another guy.
Either another guy, boom. main that is right. The main thing there right. Itself. It is someone else that's there that's not on the same level as a attention requirement as you, mm-hmm. but they can still string along per se, type of situation that basically keeps them from being with you, and reason why they're very evasive and not responding, or they haven't text you back in 2 days or something like that, or that weekend where they just went ghosts. You ain't hear shit. Then they pop up oh my God, it's been such a busy weekend. I'm so sorry. Oh, he's laughing because he's been there.
I think we've all,
I feel like he sent those messages. So
have you? Yes. But it really has been a busy week though.
Sure.
With work.
You make time. Make time for what you want. Period.
I agree with that.
Period.
I agree with that.
And the thing is, if you want that person, even if it's been busy at work, you still find hey, I'm still at the office. I got this deadline for this project I'm working on. Just want to let you know I'm thinking about you. This, and the third. What are you doing? Hopefully, when this is done, we can get back up. But when you don't say nothing and then you come with your excuses, is where the side eyes come in at. Because you didn't communicate during that time frame, and you expect me to accept that it's just been a busy weekend with work. When there can be so many other... Granted, we'll take you for face value. Take it with a grain of salt that, okay, maybe it was. respect
that first time. I'm gonna give it
exactly.
To you.
That first time. But if it happens again, you're just like,
then you're just too busy.
So, are you the only person this guy's communicating with?
Maybe not.
So y'all know. Well, if you don't know, I am very clear about when I'm dating. So when I'm dating someone that I genuinely like and I want to really get to know them, I'm invested in that person. But, so my question to them is this something that you're invested in, or are you dating other people? Because if you're dating other people, I can respect that and I can appreciate that.
But a fuckboy won't tell you that.
And that's the problem. I think that if you're honest with me, I can deal better. But you go ghosting for a weekend, like you said, I was busy, I was working, because I'm going to reach out. Now, if I don't get no reach back, I'm going to be kind of like, I ain't going to do this. Because to me, you're showing me who you are in the beginning. And what I'm going to do is say, hey, you know what? Once we do get into a moment where we can have a conversation, I don't understand that. That doesn't make sense to me. And if that's what you're about, that's probably not going to work for me.
And the thing is, you're the type of person that a fuckboy would, in essence, be drawn to because you're clear about what you want, so they know how to move. And they can pivot you because you've already been open and upfront with what they want versus a fuckboy. They're not going to do that. They're just going to give you what you just said.
So you're saying that they're going to listen to
right. So for at least a good week or two.
They're going to manipulate me.
For at least a good week or two, we're going to... they're going to give you that attention. They're going to take you on those dates and communicate with you, and then it's going to fall to the wayside type of situation with no rhyme or reason as to why it's happening.
Right.
They're going to start to get a little bit distant at a certain point. But what a fuckboy does, like, they give you that experience and they feed into the things in which you desire because you've been upfront and you've told them exactly what it is. Bitch, they going to kill me. Bitch, they gonna be 613 my ass, girl. I got next episode. Reese gonna be by himself. Friend,
wait. So fuckboy is just a new name for a player.
Yeah.
New age.
Yeah,
New age player.
Yeah. Because the old players, from the Himalayas, they ain't around. I mean, they still out there with, the older crew. But, yeah, I mean, it's like the millennial term.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah, it's the millennial term.
Because I don't think that there's much difference.
Because if your daddy was a player, you're a fuckboy. Because you ain't shit and your daddy ain't shit. Your grandpa probably wasn't shit either.
Wait, because my daddy was a player. My dad was a player, but does it skip a generation? Because I don't think I got it. Now my brother with the 8 kids, I love him all day, but that's my daddy's son. I think that that's a good connection. Like it's the new age player. I just don't. I guess my question is it a bad thing? Is it a bad thing? I think that for me, it's bad when it's the manipulation part of it. Like I feel like if you're up, and I guess that's the part that they're not.
Yeah, and it's a bad thing because they're not willing to state what their end goal is, why they're here, what their expectations are with talking to you and what they're doing. Right. So like you'll come forward and say, yes, I'm talking to X, Y, and Z, and this is all that I want. They'll be like, okay, cool, I'm down for it. Mm-hmm. And they be like, what you want? Oh, no, I'm just going to chill. I'm good, this, that, and the third. But they ain't going to tell you about the other 2 people that's texting their phone or the other 2 people they got to go on a date with as well.
Right.
So.
Right. But you said, so I think that you had said the one thing that I think that kind of separates you from the fuckboyisms is that you're upfront with it. Like you're not telling people that you're all about them. You're telling people what it is. Like you're upfront with your.
I don't want one. I'm not dating anyone. I'm just here to have fun.
Right.
So why do you give the boyfriend experience if that's not what you want?
You know what? It's not what I want, but it's just how I enjoy my time. So whether it be, hey, I want to go out to a movie, not during the pandemic, but
you ain't got to prove nothing to nobody because they out here getting.
So okay, so you want to Netflix and chill?
Yeah, I just want to Netflix and chill tonight because hey, I have.
Do you cuddle?
What's that?
Do you cuddle?
I love to cuddle.
Do you stay the night?
Yes. What?
But you see that that's mixed signals.
How's that mixed?
Because if you don't give me the boyfriend experience, if this isn't what you want? Because let me it's very contradictory, and this is what happens over time. So you don't want a relationship. You don't want to go any further.
No.
So if I'm saying, hey, you want to come over for dinner tonight? I cook this. Oh yes, I'll come over. You watch a movie. You stay the night. So in my head, I've now cooked you dinner. We've watched a movie. And you have spent the night. Mm-hmm. You may text the next morning, see how's my day going. We may be good. You may even say, hey, let's go to dinner. I found this new restaurant that my coworker's been talking about. Let's go to dinner here. So now we're going to dinner. Mm-hmm. We may get a nightcap, may go back to your place, may go back to my place. So all that you said in the beginning, I'm not looking for a boyfriend. I'm just here to have a good time. And it can be my own fault, because if I told you that I want a relationship, I want a boyfriend, and I'm still choosing to entertain you, then yes, I'm doing damage to myself as well.
Right, because that's what I think that is the part of it. And
it's a two-way street.
Yeah, because I think that people will meet someone, not you, meet someone like you that's very upfront with, I don't want X, Y, and Z.
But feel as if I can probably change you.
Like, I like you enough, and so... Yeah, I'm gonna try to change you, but you play into.
Don't do that.
No, because I told them up front what I wanted, what I expected.
But your actions and your words, and that is a huge thing.
Yes.
So why does taking someone out to dinner says I want to be with you for the rest of my life?
It's not
First of all, if you take me to Applebee's, I know where we stand. Second, it's a difference. If you take me to Applebee's, I know where we stand. If you were to take me to Mastro's or Double Edge, I know where we stand. You know what I mean? It's a difference in the experience and where we're going. Like, if you just take me to a family restaurant, we go to the Cheesecake Factory, I'm not thinking two shits about you wanting to be serious. But if you take me to a restaurant where the white linen be, then we got a whole different...
Well, I would even say if you take me to Applebee's and then we work our way up to Cheesecake Factory, and then we're doing all these other things, I'm like, oh, maybe he didn't want the boyfriend and he didn't want that in the beginning.
But now he sees something different.
He's checking for me because he's communicating. He's taking me out and all of these things.
I just wanted a steak. That's all I wanted.
But why are you so are you interested? So do you want just one buddy to do this with?
This may be we got to put a trigger warning in front of this episode,
right?
Because
I really did. I just wanted to go out and have a nice. I did that recently. Like, hey, you know what? I've been working hard this week. You want to go out for a nice dinner? And
why didn't you go by yourself?
Why didn't you call me? Because I'm the same, and I like to eat. It ain't no confusion.
Right, because that's your friend. But if this person that you've been talking to, that you don't want anything with, you took them out for a nice steak dinner. Steak dinner comes at a high cost.
That I wanted.
Did you pay?
Comes at a high cost.
I paid for everything.
You paid for the dinner for both of you.
A high cost.
Is this someone
that is a mixed signal?
Is this somebody that is you or they were pursuing? Like
how long have y'all been talking?
A year. What?
Consistently for a year?
But we're not talking like that though.
So you guys are together. So are you guys friends?
We're companions.
What?
Jesus, take me back.
I'm done. Y'all want me to vlog out? I'll vlog out.
No,
what? I'm so confused. Your companion. What does that mean?
Maybe that's a bad word. What I'm saying is, look,
Reese, I gotta go.
I'm clocking out too.
No,
this will be the shortest episode we ever had. Shit.
When Nene shut that laptop.
Nene! Come back.
No. What I'm saying is, like, I enjoy, like, this is someone that I enjoyed being around. We do a lot of things together. But from the very beginning, I said, I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm not looking for dating anyone.
How do they feel?
I already know it's gone.
Their feelings are up there.
Yeah, the feelings. And we had a discussion about that.
And why are you still taking them on a date to a steakhouse?
That's not a date.
What was it?
That is hey, I take my mom out. Is that a date?
Yes.
What?
Absolutely.
You never took your mom on a date? I took my mom and grandmother on a date.
I took my mom out to eat. It wasn't a date.
It's a date.
It's a date.
No, I took my friend out to eat.
But you know that this friend likes you. Fuckboyisms.
Yes.
What?
Period. And that's on period, friend.
Oh
Thank you guys for listening to another episode of Little R&R. We want to thank our special guest, Jay.
We didn't even have to get to our questions to understand it.
That is not a fuckboyism.
Okay.
Sir.
So Jay, let's.
So
our listeners are probably going crazy right now.
They are.
All right. From now on, I guess I'll watch where I take people.
It's
don't take. I think that
it's more than
deeper.
It's more than where you take them. We'll use this young man as example. It's the fact that it's been a year. Yes, you have explained to him
in the
beginning that you don't want anything, and probably at a 6-month mark.
Yes,
child,
3 months. It's been 3 months.
Child, they had annual check-ins. You hear me? Bitch, he went for
we still in the same place.
Quarterly.
And again, it's a two-way street because he's explaining what he doesn't want anything. Yet this young man is still keeping hope alive that your feelings may or may not change for him. And I can understand why he feels like that, because while you're telling me I don't want a relationship, I don't want to do anything, but I want to come over, I want to go to dinner, I want to cuddle with you, hey, I want to see you, hey, how's your day going? You know, so you can't do those things to someone that sees something with you. You know what I mean? Because that's what they see. That's what they want. That's what they're processing. You understand what I'm saying? So if I want to be with you, I'm looking for the dinner. I'm looking for the cuddles. I'm looking for the movie nights. You know what I mean? I'm looking for you checking in to see how my day is going. Regardless of what you said, because that's what I'm looking for in you, because I want to be with you. So if you're giving me that for this year time span, I'm thinking that at some point his mind is going to change, because he's giving me everything that I'm looking for in him, everything that I want in that relationship. However, you over here with your fuckboy ass.
That's not a relationship.
I did not say it was a relationship. But you have to understand how his mind is processing what you're doing for him. That's what you have to understand. He sees all of that, and that's what he wants. And you keep giving him access to those little things every now and then, and it keeps him around. Versus if you just said, this isn't what I want, so we're going to do this, and that's it. We're going to go, before pandemic, we're going to go to this movie. You get in your car, you go home. I get in my car and get me home. You can let me know if you make it home. I don't care either way. But we will not be going to a steak dinner. You will not be checking in on me to see how my day is going. If you don't see anything with me, there's nothing more for us to discuss. It's going to be a very surface level, and that's it. Either it can be very sexual and physical, and that's it. But if you want to hang out, if you say, oh, I'm going to happy hour with my friends, you care to join, that's something different. Or that's a networking event, you can join, or whatever the case may be. But what you're doing, you're giving very gray areas and blurred line for these. And go ahead,
I just want to say one thing, because I just want to get this out, because I think Ramont went through a lot.
He did, yeah. What happened?
But I think that the part that makes it the part that to me is the fuckboyism that you're giving is the fact that you're aware of how he feels.
Oof, yes.
That's the part.
Yes.
Because you've said everything, you've said how you are and what you want in the beginning. Respect.
And he said it as well.
And he was like, okay, and so then as it progresses and we're doing these dinners and we're doing these hangouts or whatever it is, again, like Ramont said, that attraction and that whatever towards you, that pull towards you is increasing for this individual, right? Mm-hmm. When I asked you the question about how does he feel, well, you know how he feels. You know that he has feelings. That's, to me, if I know, this is a quick little, I went on a date with this person that I met at this party. At the same event that we talked about. So I went on a date. The date was, okay, so we met at the event. We went out. We hung out. It was cool. I had been drinking, so I was like, So then I went on another date, a follow-up date, because I wanted to see, was there an attraction? There was not. He was very direct with, I want X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. I said, I don't want that. Mm-hmm. Right? This is before the date. I said, I want to get to know you and take my time getting to know you. I don't want to jump into anything. And he was like, yeah, but I'm here. Mm-hmm. Here meaning he was ready to go to the next level. I said, well, I'm here. So we went on that date, and everything about that date told me that he was in his place and didn't think nothing about where I was. Because it was baby this and baby that. And let me, wait. Get your hands off me. My name is Reese. Like, there's a lot of different things that just don't work for me. So what I had to do for myself and for him, let him know this ain't gonna work because we're on two different pages. Now, had I continued to, like, he had invited me to another event and he had bought tickets and everything. And I had said that I was gonna go. But after that day, I said, I'm not gonna be able to accompany you because I do not want to give you the wrong impression of where I'm at. Because I already see that you don't get it. So I think with your situation, he likes you. You're aware of that. And in your head, and I'm not speaking for you. This is my interpretation. In your head, you said, well, I've already told you that this is where I'm at. So you hanging out with me, you know where I am. But I think that all of that time, you're making him feel a little bit more special, I guess, or you're making him maybe feel a little more wanted, or maybe he thinks your idea of what you want with him has changed a little bit, and I don't think that that's fair. And to me, that's a fuckboyism, because I think that if, like Ramont said, I would just dead it, because if you want to be friends, you can't be friends with someone that's attracted to you, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I think that if I'm attracted to someone, we're not going to be able to be just friends. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a little bit more, especially if we've been intimate, or if we tried to date and it didn't work out, and then we jump into this friendship, but I still like you. That's going to be hard. Mm-hmm. So it's easy for me. I've learned I can cut off and move on, because I'm not going to put myself in a position to get myself hurt. I think that's I don't think that you're wrong. I just think that the fuckboyism is there. Because again, you're aware of how he feels,
and you took him out for steak. I don't care that you had a busy day
because you have friends.
You have friends,
so
and the simple fact that you know how he feels. It was an expensive steak dinner, I'm presuming, and in his mind it was, I'm going out on a date. It isn't, we're going out.
That's my homie,
right? This is my homie who had a rough week. Because if you were calling Reese, it would have been a different, hey, you want to, go to the steakhouse real quick type of situation. Like, I'm sure old boy got dressed up. I'm sure he thought about his outfit. I can tell you, he thought about his outfit. If you think about your outfit, that's a date. My mother think about her outfits before I take her out. It's a date.
It's a date.
It's a date.
It was a date.
It was a date.
Did you pick him up, or you guys met there?
He picked him up.
He was already at my place.
He spent the night?
What? Oh. Okay, wait. I thought this was about.
We're dissecting this.
Yeah.
Part.
He was already there the whole weekend.
Okay, so that was a planned thing, right? The planned weekend.
No, it wasn't planned weekend. It was just, I'm very impromptu. I'll just do whatever I feel. So I'm like,
is he there at your beck and call?
Is he always available when you?
Again, I've had that conversation. Like, yo, you need to stop this. Like,
but you can't tell somebody to stop and then continue to reach out.
But I actually have fun with this person, though. Like,
I'm sure you do.
I really do. Like, unlike
I'm sure you do.
Oh my god, no sex or anything involved.
At all?
Well, okay, that's another story.
Okay, I was gonna say now,
but that's a boyfriend experience.
That is.
What do you mean, no sex at all?
No, boyfriend experience is, I can have a good time with you and sex is optional.
Yeah, it's not a need.
Like, exactly.
It doesn't have to
It's just the fact that I'm in your presence and I'm with you.
I feel for him. I think he probably
did.
I feel for him too, because I actually... No,
part 2, we bringing him on.
We gonna bring it. Yes! Hey, friend, come through.
What's his name and numbers? Give us his information.
Just slide it.
Just slide it.
We'll reach out to him very inconspicuously, and then we'll just pull it out.
Reese would do inconspicuous, because I'm gonna text him, girl, what the fuck wrong with you? But
come you talk fucking with Jay, right?
But come talk. Don't worry, we don't want him. We just want your story.
All right. So this goes back to, we were talking to your friend earlier. Your friend described a fuckboy as someone who's using the other person.
Right.
Am I using him?
You're using him for...
Absolutely.
You're using him, in my opinion, you're using him for the experiences that you guys have. You want a companion in those moments. You're using him for that. Knowing. Nice. Say it again?
A best friend is all I really need.
But do you think that that's what that is?
But do you call your best friend? Why didn't you call your best friend?
Well, my best friend doesn't live here.
Okay. Why didn't you call Reese?
My best friend doesn't live
Why
here.
didn't you call Reese?
Because I like to eat.
Yeah, he does.
Why didn't you call Reese?
Well, now I know.
Why didn't you call any of your friends? Any of your other friends?
Do you like him? You have a like. I think he does.
No.
I think so. The thing about Jay, I think that Jay has. I will say that I think he has good intentions. I just don't think that you think through the other person's side of it. That. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that he means any ill will. I don't think the fuckboyism is his intent. It's not like, ooh, I'm finna maneuver through this.
He's so far in fuckboy, he don't even realize he won.
Was it in the Matrix?
No, I get it. I completely understand it, but I think that again, you have to put yourself in that person's shoes, and maybe not yourself. Look at it from their perspective, because you in their shoes is going to be completely different.
Oh,
no, you, because me in his shoes, I would have deaded that. I would have been like, boy, you want to hang out, and that's cool, and I like that. But I'm not going to be at your beck and call. I'm not going to keep on doing these things knowing that you don't want any more. That's me.
I've had that conversation.
You've had that conversation, and what was the result?
It was... The week was shitty because everybody was depressed. Huh? What's
Y'all
that?
still here?
Yeah, we're here because we do so much together. We do everything together.
So why wouldn't you date him?
So why are you not committed?
I'm not trying to date anybody.
But why?
I'm not trying to be emotionally involved with anyone.
But...
I'm not.
That's a whole nother topic.
It is.
That's a whole
I
nother
would be
topic.
physically involved with you every day, but like all day, but emotionally.
So why won't you let him go?
I've tried.
How?
I've said, hey,
I'm listening. I want to hear this.
It started off with a hey.
Yeah.
Hey. So
because I know where it's going.
What had happened was, so we had the conversation. I told him
What is the conversation? The conversation about where you stand and where he stands?
Well, the conversation is, first of all, we are not together. I am single as fuck. And I'm going to do what I want to do. And however...
He's a good one.
What?
You better snatch him up because he's a good one.
No.
Go ahead.
And therefore, like, I see the way your feelings are going, and I feel like, you need to put a hold on that. Also, you need to
You told him to put a hold on his feelings?
Not in that verbatim, but however, that was just of the conversation. Also, stop chasing away everyone else who knew, every new person that comes around. Yeah. I told him what to do.
You did.
Oh my, because it. Oh my God.
We were the wrong people for him to talk to.
Yeah.
Oof.
How do I fix this?
Just leave him alone.
Leave him alone.
Let him go.
Let him go.
Find you a friend.
You won't let him go.
Find somebody that is that. You have friends. I feel like you have
still
friends.
want the steak.
No, I'm not talking about me because I'll eat regardless. But what I'm saying is, I think that you have enough friends to where now maybe finding someone on the same level would be better for you. Somebody that is like, I don't want nothing deep, right? But
someone that's going to do a you on you.
Do a you on
you?
Someone that's going to treat you the same way that you treat other people.
Because I just think that if you can tell that he's invested more, that's the problem. And that's the fuckboyism. That's the fuckboyism. Knowing that someone genuinely is into you and you can tell all day. I think that's the part that kind of irks me a little bit. You can tell someone, look, I'm right here. What you do is on you. But you continue to do the same thing that you know is going to put them in that space that they're in. That's not fair.
At that first semi-annual
I wouldn't say that it's... I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
It's not your fault. I don't blame you.
It's not.
I don't think that it's because I think that we're all adults and we make decisions for ourselves. But I think you play into his...
Whatever
that is. I don't want to call it an insecurity. I don't know what to call it.
You play into his fantasy.
Yeah, there you go. Good word. You play into his fantasy. You play into his fantasy of what... Because he wants that. And I think what and this is just off the fuckboy thing. I think that it's important to find out why you are where you are, and I'm sure that you are, or like why are you in that space?
Which space?
Of I don't want any emotional attachment
because I just got a relationship.
How long ago?
A year ago, 4 years. It was a 4-year relationship.
So a year ago, you got out of a 4-year relationship and you've been with this young companion that you've been stringing along for.
No. So what happened was I got out of my relationship. A week later, I went to a party because someone was like, okay.
You got to get out the house. We going to go shake it out. Okay.
And then ever since then, they've been there. I'm like, okay.
So they helped you through the breakup?
No, I didn't ask for that. I didn't ask for
I didn't say what you asked for.
Therapy helped me through the breakup.
So when did this young man come in? And your therapist didn't tell you leave this man alone? Does the therapist know about this one?
Well, the therapist, yes.
And the therapist
suggests things. They don't tell you.
Yeah, they don't tell you.
I've known a therapist that have actually... Your therapist should have told you to leave this person alone.
No, she doesn't. She wanted me to come back to get paid.
Absolutely. So we're going to give you these lessons for free. But like Reese was saying, like, let him go. Like, the damage that is being done right now it's a lot.
I know.
It's a lot. And it's a lot because both of you know where each other stand, but the gluttony for the punishment itself. Like, he's punishing himself because he know that you don't, in a sense, want him, but he's sticking around because you're giving him everything that he wants in a relationship. Like, he spent the weekend, y'all went out for a steak dinner, and for you, it's like you don't want a relationship, but I want you here just so I can have a body, a presence next to me.
Not necessarily.
So
it could be anyone.
You said it can be anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely it could be, but you chose him. So that's the thing. You chose him. So he's the chosen one right now. It could be anyone, but you won't let him go. You won't allow him, and he won't allow himself to be open to someone else because you guys are still holding on to each other in some form of fashion itself for some strange reason.
He's waiting for that moment you say, you know what? You've been here for a year.
You've been holding me down, shorty.
Like,
you are my rock.
Exactly. That's what he's waiting for. And that's
because think about it. You got out of that relationship and he came around.
He was there.
He was there.
He was there.
He was there.
And this game is still going.
It's still going. This game is in double overtime. You hear me?
Triple probably.
Okay.
It's a lot.
Child, the viewers are getting sick and tired. Somebody got to score the winning point.
Turn the motherfucking TV off. I'm done. I'm done. No, I think I would just say I think that it would probably be a good idea for you to reevaluate and maybe I think he's a good guy.
Y'all need to.
I don't even know him. I think that he's probably a good guy.
Oh no,
he is. Enjoy his
company.
So I don't understand why.
Just let him go. Do you guys vote for service?
I've tried.
You have not tried.
How do you let someone go?
You have not tried.
Tell me
Ghost. Hello?
Ghost? They know everything about me.
What does that mean? If I don't want to be bothered,
the thing is because you let him know everything about you. You've given him the access.
Out, or you got other hope. Like,
no, you spent. He has spent the weekend
asking where you are and everything. I'm like,
no,
because you have
now
allowed
I don't like him
it.
No more.
No, he's allowed it.
Around.
He's allowed
Baby.
it. He's allowed. You have allowed it. The people around you have allowed it. They've probably seen you together. They understand what's going on, and they just let it be for what it is. Y'all have allowed this to grow.
Let me tell you
itself.
Somebody call any of my friends about me.
We ain't giving you shit.
I'm gonna hear about it, but they ain't gonna know nothing that they didn't know already. My friends are gonna be like, "What? Reese, where? Bye."
But there's no reason if he's someone you don't want to be with, he would be calling around. But
he's someone I would be with, but I'm not trying to be with anyone right now.
That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense because you're using him.
I'm not emotionally available right now.
Honestly,
it can be the person of my dream.
Both of y'all deserve each other.
No, it can be the person of my dream right now, which
he is.
And then, but I'm like,
dream and nightmare.
Why are you not there? Like, what is it? Are you?
I need time to be by myself on my own.
You're not though.
You're not.
No.
So what are you doing? So that's even more reason for you to let that man go.
Because you holding
him back from his blessing,
and you're holding him hostage.
And
you're holding him hostage for your own selfish reasons.
How many times have I opened the door? I'm like, yo, go.
You opened the door.
No, you didn't open the door. You cracked the window.
Really?
That he could not fit through.
Right? You was like, go ahead.
Like this, like
on the second floor.
You did this. You can go.
Right.
You can go. I'm giving you the space to go.
Right. Yeah.
And
fuckboyism.
So I was gonna say, is this a fuckboyism? Or is this just?
I don't think that you're playing again because I feel like I know you a little bit. Well, I feel like I know you enough to know that I don't think it's an intentional thing. I don't think that you're calculated in being the way that you are with him. I think that you genuinely like him and you've identified that you're not emotionally available. Respect that. But again, if you see how he is with you, then you're doing him an injustice by continuing to be in his life because, again, you're holding him back from something that he wants and you're not willing to give him.
And from outside looking in, I feel as if you're intentionally doing it because you're aware of everything that's going on. So I feel like it's intentional. Reese can speak to it from your friend. He's known you a lot longer. I have not, so I...
So fuck you, fuck boy.
I do feel as if it's a bit intentional on both parties. No, from what you're saying about the young man, both of y'all know what's going on and aware of it, and you're making a conscious decision to keep this going. And the fact that it's been going on for a year lets me know that you guys are even more aware, and you've had multiple conversations around it. So you're intentionally doing this to please each other's.
Not each other's. You guys are selfish.
Yeah, you're both of you are selfish.
You're using him to
and
satisfy.
He's using you.
Yeah, and he's using.
You're using each
him
other
to satisfy whatever it is, like the companionship. That's what you enjoy about him, and he enjoys it as well.
Yeah, and I can tell you now, letting him go, anything like that, is going to feel like another breakup all over again. Absolutely. Because it's happened so long, and you've allowed this access and everything to go on.
You've tried to let him go a couple times. That's what you do in relationships. You walk away to come back because you don't really want to be done, but you want to be done because you know he's not good for you. But still, I want to be there, so I'm gonna keep on coming back. Yeah. I've done it. I've done that.
Yeah. So
been there, done that.
Jay. It's been real, girl.
You are a fuck boy. Yeah, well, you have fuckboyisms.
Fuckboy, thanks.
Sorry,
yeah, you're not a fuck boy. I honestly and sincerely don't think. I see what you're saying, but I don't think that it's not a intentional. Okay, I got him where I want him. Now I'm going to do X, Y. I don't think that that's who he is. I think that it's genuinely. I told you what it was. So what you do is what you do. But I still want to go get this steak, and I still want to go to this movie.
Reese, to give you the benefit of the doubt, I won't. Period.
I think that because I know.
Yeah, Reese knows you. Outside looking in, and most of our viewers will be, listeners, sorry.
Yeah, because they don't know me either. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So they're going to go off of what I'm going off of.
And I know. Everyone think I'm doing this on purpose.
Ramont does think that Ramont was... Let me tell you. Side note. We had a conversation the other day. I don't know what we were talking about. Ramont was like, we're going to have this conversation on air, and the listeners are going to agree with me. I said, we were talking about the
your brother. Yes. Yeah. So absolutely.
What?
So not knowing you and listening to the story, I will wholeheartedly call you a fuckboy because you're aware of what you're doing. Period. Reese will get, and I agree how Reese gives you the benefit of the doubt being his friend. Because if you were my friend, I would give you the benefit of the doubt and call it,
we give our friends passes.
Right, we give our, and that's another part of being a fuckboy. Your friends give you passes to pacify your situation instead of being upfront and call you what you're.
No,
so I'm gonna tell you to your face, you're a fucking fuckboy.
No,
yes, you are.
I am not saying that I don't think that he's a fuckboy because I know the intent. I know the heart of the person.
What's the heart?
He has fuckboy.
There's no heart in this situation.
Jay enjoys.
There is no heart.
No, we've communicated everything.
Where is the action, Jay? Communicate.
Where
is the action?
There are actions.
Why is he staying at your house?
I will not return phone calls.
Why is he staying at your house?
I know that's a fuckboyism.
That's defined and everywhere.
So what I'm saying is,
why is he at your house for the weekend? Where's the action?
Not anymore. At that time when we went for steaks.
So this was a while ago?
This is like maybe 2 months ago.
Okay. So
that's recent.
Okay, well.
So where are you at now?
Where am I at now?
With this individual.
With this individual and everyone else.
Oh,
see,
multiple.
That's a problem.
Right.
No, it's not. Let me finish.
Yeah, because we're only harping on one person. Okay.
Everybody else
gets steak, bitch.
No, everybody else.
Put me on the roster because I understand. I like to eat.
Everybody else didn't pay for VIP. They pay for general admission. When you pay for Beyonce floor seats in the Beehive cage,
it's a whole different experience.
I really do hate the way that sounds, but I really do. Damn, I lost my fucking thought. Anyway,
no, you were saying where you are
with everyone.
So with
everyone. Yeah, so with him, like I said, my actions are look. Maybe I won't respond to you as soon as you would like me to. I will continue to have those conversations, communicate to you where I'm at in my emotions and physically and stuff like that. But, however, like I said, it's just not giving someone easy access to me. That's what I'm doing. Those are my actions. Not giving you easy access. Give me easy access?
Well, it's...
No, not... So, I think that, again, knowing where he is and doing what you do, now it's a little selfish.
Because I communicated to you where I'm at, though.
Right, but you recognize that's not where he is.
So then
you
my actions are...
You're in two different spaces, right? Okay. So I think that, again, I think that I think that the best thing for both parties is to walk away. Because what's going to happen, again, my opinion, the only way that this is going to end is if he allows himself to move on and deal with someone else. He's going to have to cut you off because those emotions are there. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to be able to be in a relationship and be successful in that with you being a quote-unquote friend. Mm-hmm. I wish I could see me because I did air quotes. Quote-unquote friends. Because that ain't going to be it. Because you guys are not. It's deeper. Even if it's not physical. I'm not talking about physical. I'm talking about just the feelings. The feelings are there. Mm-hmm. It's you're doing him an injustice because you are.
So now you're ghosting him?
Ish
ghostish.
Did you tell him like this is it? I'm done. I'm literally cutting you off. Did you have that conversation?
I did have that conversation one time.
Okay.
Yes.
One time.
Within the last two.
Before the steak?
After the steak or before?
Before the steak.
I can't remember.
It was before the steak because the steak was just too.
We're going to give him benefit of doubt that it came after the steak that he told him. And look at you telling me no, and I'm giving him the benefit of doubt. My, how the tables have turned. Okay. If he did the conversation after the steak, like, this is it, I'm done, I need to focus, because technically you need to focus on yourself.
Yeah.
You don't need anyone involved. Mm-hmm. You don't need to go out on a date. You don't need to flirt, entertain, anything. Because you need to know who, you need to spend time with Jay. That nice steak dinner should have been Jay, party of one. And I want a window seat. Like, that's what it should have gave. Take Jay on a date.
Or your friend, like a friend. Someone that is not invested.
Or understand, I don't think he needs a distraction of any kind. Like, I need him to sit with himself. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, sit with yourself.
I guess.
I've done that already.
Well, not enough.
The problem is...
The
problem is, from my vantage point, is... the fact that you are aware and you recognize that you're not ready for this emotional attachment. However, you're operating in a space that allows for someone to become emotionally attached to you. Ooh. That's not fair. That's not fair to him, and it's really not fair to you, because I think, and this is just from my perspective, I think that you are interested in this individual. For whatever reason, you're not allowing it. You're not allowing that. And for whatever reason. I'm not a doctor. I just have an opinion. No, I do. I think that I don't know. I get it. I see what you're saying and I understand it, but I don't necessarily agree. I think that where I'm going to put my stamp on is walk away from that situation, because it's not doing anything for you and it's really not doing anything for him. And then all I could see is at the end resentment. And you'll be like, oh my God, I'm so confused. I don't know why. Because I told you. But
yeah. That's a fuckboy thing too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Because you said it from up front. I told you what it was. I told you what it was. Thing? Because when you can tell if you tell me, Reese.
And this is human nature.
Yeah. If you tell me, Reese, I want to just hang out with you and da-da-da-da. But we hang out constantly. And I'm like, well, shit, Jay is calling me and he wants to take me out to eat and bring me food, and we going to get steaks and we watching movies and we doing all these things together. He likes me a little bit, and you be like, yeah, you're cool and everything, but I want to keep it right here. Now
don't piss on me and tell me it's raining. You're telling me something, but your actions are showing something else.
Agreed.
That's the simplest way to sum it up.
Go ahead.
Can we get? I know that we're not online. Are we online right now?
What do you mean?
Like when this drops, it will be online? Like, it'll be online.
Yeah.
Right. So I think we should get our PhDs in counseling online, because we have helped you through this. Like, I feel like I have really...
Yeah, because you're pissing on a lot of people and you're telling them that it's raining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's
like
they
only one
know...
experience. You mentioned other people. This is one person. My heart goes out to this. We can't... We gonna... No, we ain't gonna bring you back.
I sound like a bad individual right now.
You're not a bad individual.
You're not a bad individual.
Because I think that, again, I think that your heart is pure. I just think that you're selfish in the way that you're maneuvering, because you're doing what works for you. And there's nothing... When people say selfish, it's always a negative connotation. I don't think that being selfish is bad.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes
I think that you need to be selfish. Mm-hmm. But when you're selfish and incorporating other people and all of that, that's unfair to those people. Mm-hmm. Especially, like I said, if you recognize that someone is not meeting you where you are, you recognize, like I said, you're here like, oh, I want to just be friends and I want us to hang out and be cool, but I don't want anything more than that. And you feel, or you can tell that their feelings and emotions are elevated and it's beyond where you're at, and you continue to deal, but you continue to stress, I'm here. I know that you're up here, but I'm still down here. That's not fair. That's manipulative.
All right, give me 2 weeks. We'll check in 2 weeks. Okay. Yeah.
Can we do it over steak dinner on you?
Because that seems like the staple.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right.
Country fried steak.
You ain't gonna downplay me, friend. No, that ain't gonna happen.
But this was good.
It was.
It was good. I didn't expect it to go where it went.
I didn't.
But I'm happy it went there.
I feel like we.
This is good. Jay, thank you.
Yeah, for lending us your experiences and allowing us to. I won't even say help, because I don't think you were looking for no help. Just but I feel like we did help you.
Allowing us to talk through it and like identify these particular things, because even outside of you, like even with our listeners, maybe it's something that they're going through or something that they know someone is going through itself, but just allowing us to talk through it and identify those particular things. Like, we gave you a look into what that guy may or may not be feeling itself. Like, we were him for a second in those moments. You know what I mean? So,
and we about to be him now, because we about to go.
Right. What he should have done.
What he should have done.
A year ago.
Signing off.
But we're not. But since we're not judging you, you know, you're staying for your reasons, and when we have you on, we're gonna find out what they were. So, Reese, you want to get out of these people's speakers?
Yes. Thank you guys for listening. As always, we appreciate you. We love you. We hope that you guys are doing well. We know that it's about to get worse with this whole pandemic. It's about to
the numbers are going up.
Yeah, depending on where you are.
Stay safe, guys.
Yes, wear your mask, wash your hands, sanitize, and keep listening to a little R&R podcast.
And stay away from people named Jay. Hey guys, it's your boy Ramont. I want to thank you again for listening to another episode of A Little R&R Podcast. Please make sure you like and subscribe to us. Also, follow us on IG at ALilRandRPodcast. That's ALilRandRPodcast. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please reach out to us via our Gmail at RamontandReese@gmail.com. Thanks so much.